I began my pathway into the medical field through the opportunity and experience in the Philippines to be a part of an international group of midwives that was delivering babies. The first time I watched these infants be born in these extremely adverse environments of the rural and urban poverty of the Philippines, I began to get a glimpse of the miracle of life itself. As just a kid at the time myself, it was hard for me to really imagine where that would take me in regard to my own academic and intellectual pursuits as well as my own spiritual growth. But what I can say today is that the miracle of life does not begin at birth. It really predates that to this moment when we are a single cell equipped at that moment of fertilization between a sperm and an egg with all of the machinery and all of the cellular intelligence to not only become a 70 trillion celled organism, but to live a regenerative reality where our system itself would be self-healing. Given the opportunity for enough resources and communication in the system, there is a process within the human cell environment to repair any injury that would come its way. And if injured so dramatically and so severely that it would be damaged to the point of no repair, a program of suicide happens where the cell itself involutes and disappears in the process of calling in a stem cell to replace it with a fresh new life that would again restart this regenerative repair capacity. That's the truth about the biology we live. And yet we have learned to believe that the normal trajectory of human life, which is be born, raised to our biologic potential by age 2, and then mature in the physical body to maybe our early teen years, and then quickly decline over the rest of our lives to be these decrepit organisms by the time we die at 78-year-old average. Our biology is so different than that. Our biology is transformative, it is regenerative, it is self-healing. And so as we think about this as scientists and medical doctors and ultimately as consumers and patients within the system, we have to understand that we are fundamentally divorced from something within us, some capacity within us, in the paradigm that we currently understand human health and longevity. So it's my desire to be part of a new discussion where we start to understand that it's not about some new fancy $10,000 stem cell clinic that's going to save you. Those stem cells exist in your body today and are ready to be turned on with the right information. And so my passion in my clinics and the program Intrinsic Health series that we share with you and all of my educational efforts is to say, you have healing potential that is God-given and in you, inherent to your own cellular structure, scientifically evidenced, intellectually understood, and ready to be practiced on a global level. We can achieve that extraordinarily easy target of 120 years of survival through some very simple changes to the infrastructure in which we live. And namely, those are going to evolve and revolve around our understanding of Mother Nature and the templates that she has outlined for us to better understand how life itself leaps out of the soils of the earth to behold a worm or a plant, a butterfly or a human. We have the potential for much more than we have grasped to date. And I believe we are at a tipping point of understanding scientifically and an opportunity to reclaim community and global efforts in a coordinated fashion to realize longevity in a much more exciting fashion. Not such that we would afford more and more fancy clinics and technologies, but instead realize the opportunity to engender our children with health and wealth of biology at birth and beyond, so that we would live far beyond this average of 78 years that we currently experience in this country. It is time for us to take a step forward to live longer, stronger, so that wisdom could ultimately be passed on. That, I think, is the greatest crisis we face right now. With people dying so young and every year younger, we are losing the opportunity for the wisdom to grow, be nurtured, and ultimately be in community with the younger generations. We are blunting our ability to rise in consciousness as a human species because of our lack of longevity. If we look to longevity as some sort of final goal or mission of our lives, we're going to miss the deeper purpose in it. And I think we will fail in our ability to live long, because focusing on being some sort of biohacker, neurohacker, just to live longer and stronger is not enough. It's not the purpose that you're here to do. That strength of mind and body can empower your purpose, but if it becomes your purpose, you're going to eclipse the reason you showed up here in body. And so don't get overly focused on the tools at hand, and realize the purpose at hand in your life. Why are you here to live long, strong, and with great longevity? That is my excitement for you and for myself. Let's keep that dialogue moving.